Hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. Again, this is Coach Kiva. It is Thursday night, and I am excited and I am happy to be here. We normally meet on Monday nights, but due to traveling and all that great stuff, I rescheduled our scope for this week to Thursday night. So I'm so excited. What's up, big baby? Andre, good to see you. How's it going over in Reston? Yeah, so tonight we're going to talk about all is good, my brother, all is good. Tonight we're going to be talking about how to ace your life, A.C.E. And so I want to tell you what ACE means from my perspective. ACE is accepting, committing to, and embracing your life. Accept, commit, and embracing life. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight, how to ace your life. And there's many ways to go about it, but one that I think is really critical, and a lot of people are in pursuit of this one thing, and that is happiness. And that's what we want to talk about tonight. Pursuing your happiness. And of course, I did my little background, my research, so I got my handy notes right here. So if you see me looking down from time to time, it's just that I'm looking at my notes that I have taken for tonight's topic. One thing that I do in my business as a life coach is I give skills to get people from being unstuck. A lot of times we get stuck in our head. We get stuck in our story. We get stuck in our past. We get stuck in what people say about us or have said about us. And being stuck causes us not to enjoy life. It causes us not to enjoy the present moment of, what's sitting right here before us, because we're so stuck in our head about what if, or, somebody did something to me, I never got over it. Whatever the reason is, you're just stuck and you can't move forward. And so what we want to talk about is how to get unstuck and how to really pursue what you want in life. And that's where ACE comes into play. Because a lot of times we can't change the past. We never can change the past. But certain things and circumstances we have no control over. So we have to accept that. And that's where the acceptance come into play. That which I cannot change, I have to learn to accept. And then when I accept my reality for what it is, then I make a commitment that I'm going to do those things necessary that relates to whether it's my goals, whether it's me being happy, the things that are important to me, the things that I value. I'm going to commit to those things and to do what is necessary to go after what I want, regardless of my situation. I've accepted it. It is what it is. Now I have a choice to say I'm going to pursue what I want, even though I have this situation. And once I commit to those goals and desires and what's important to me, then I can embrace life. I don't have to fight against it. I don't have to kick against it. I can embrace life. I can live my best life. And that's how you ace life. You accept, you commit, and you embrace it. You embrace it. And once you embrace it, there is no storm that you cannot weather, because we know just in the natural as all storm pass. So in our lives, nothing is permanent. Everything, it comes, it goes. So once you see and accept that reality, it helps you to live a more successful, productive, happy life. And so tonight we're going to talk about how to pursue happiness, because you see so many people, we work with people, they come to work and what's up, Gwen? They come to work, they're unhappy, they're miserable. Oh, whoa, it's Monday. Oh, whoa, it's Wednesday. And it's like they're never happy and they want to rain on everyone's parade. And then when you're coming in and you're the Miss Happy-Go-Lucky person, they want to, criticize you because you are happy. But, hey, Gwen, but at the same time, it's like you have a choice. Everything in life is about a choice. We all have our situations, we all have our circumstances, but at the end of the day, it's my choice if I'm going to allow that circumstance or situation to put me in a place where I can be either happy or I can be miserable. I can allow it to make me better or I can allow it to make me bitter. It's always about a choice. So let's talk about happiness. Research shows that a large part of our happiness is within our control. So happiness can be learned. A lot of people feel like, Well, I don't know what it means to be happy. I don't know, I don't know what that feels like. You seem like you have so much joy and you seem like, you're on top of the world, and I want some of that. But even with my life, I have not always been the Kiba that I am today. I have not always been, this person who chooses happiness, but I had to evolve. I had to come to this place. And so now that I'm here, I feel like it's my purpose to share everything that I've learned. And no, I'm not happy all the time. I do have my moments, but I'm happy more so than not. And that's the key thing. Life has its ups and downs. We have our waves and storms and all that stuff that comes with life. But at the end of the day, I can truly say I have more happy days than I have low days or sad days or miserable days. But I choose to look at every situation and circumstance for what it is. And then if I can't change it, I choose to accept it and then commit to what I want to do and go on and embrace life. It's called ACE in life. Accept, commit, and embrace. So then if I was to ask the question, what is happiness? Some people couldn't even tell me, well, what is happiness to you? What does that mean to be happy? A lot of people look at happiness as, what's happening in your life, which is true. But when you think about happiness, think about those things that bring you, hey, Felicia. When you think about happiness, as far as a definition, think about those things that bring you joy. What brings joy to your life? What things bring pleasure to your life? What things make you content in life? What things bring you satisfaction? If you can answer those 4 questions, what makes me content? What brings me joy? What brings me satisfaction? What gives me pleasure? That's your definition for happiness. That's it. It's that plain and simple. If you sit back and you take a look at your life and say, what really makes me happy? What really brings me joy? What really brings me contentment? That is true happiness. And so when you answer all these questions, that's your answer. That's your definition for happiness. And we are in this pursuit of being happy. We are in this pursuit of having our best life. We're in this pursuit of waking up and doing those things that makes us happy. Those things are important to us. Those things that represent family and meaning. It's all about creating that life of happiness. And happiness, again, it is a choice. It's not about what the other person does. It's not about what the other person says. It's not about what someone else has or have not, but it's all about your choice. Your choice in how you are willing to view and accept the situation and the circumstances as it relates to you. Research shows that happy people are successful in marriage, friendships, income, work, and their health. They're just more successful at it. Because think about it. When you're happy, if you look at happy people, they're not all stressed out. Think about it. A happy person, you know what? Their motto in life is, you know what? It is what it is. I can't change it. Let's keep on moving. They don't, it's like they don't allow stuff to weigh them down. It comes and it goes. They're not as stressed out as people who are miserable and complaining all the time and they always look for the bad and not the good. Stress is at a minimum with happy people. They have better overall physical health. You find very few people who are really happy with life, that struggle with their health. Now, sometimes situations come about and we have no control over it. But even in those situations, you still have a choice to be happy. Prime example, I have a really good friend. Both she and her husband are battling cancer. But I tell you, that woman is so inspiring. And I told her this past weekend because I got a chance to see her. She is such an inspiration. From day one, when they told her she had cancer, her whole attitude has been positive. But it's a choice. She could have chosen to say, oh, woe is me. Oh, God don't love me. Oh, God is punishing me. She could have gone all the way to the left with the negativity. But you know what? She took it all the way to the right, and she has been positive from day one. And I tell her, you are such an inspiration, because I talk to her and I can talk to another person that's dealing with sickness and disease and have a totally different conversation. But it's about a choice. She chose to say, you know what? I'm in this, but this doesn't have me. This doesn't have my mental state. This doesn't have my joy. This doesn't have my happiness. And I'm going to choose to make the best of this. And because of that, because of her positive attitude, She is at the point now. They are looking to do some type of chemo or treatment that will take her off of 10, not one, but 10 of her current medications. And I truly believe that it's because of her positive attitude and the fact that she chose to, okay, yeah, I accept my reality. I have cancer. But then she committed to what's important and she embraces life. Now, that is a prime example of someone who is acing life. She accepts what she has, which is cancer. She has committed to being happy. She has committed to doing and pursuing what she wants in life. I mean, this lady sends cards and things to other people who are not doing well, and she's battling cancer. She embraces life. If you think about it, happy people, they live longer because you know what? Stress will kill you. Stress kills. It causes heart attacks. It causes strokes because you have all this stuff bottled up in you. And then the body cannot adjust and it causes a dis-ease, which disease in the body. And so therefore, let that stuff go. It's your choice. You can choose to be happy. Happy people are more successful in relationships. Happy people have higher self-esteem. Happy people has less stress and anxiety. They don't worry about the future. We're dealing with right now. Why are you worrying about what's 10 years from now and allow it to cause anxiety and stress you out? You can't control tomorrow. All we have is right now and today. But you know what? We get so caught up in, what we can't control that the thing that we can, the power of right now, we find ourselves not enjoying that. We don't enjoy the present moment because we are so caught up in yesterday and tomorrow. And we have no control over those things. All we have is right now. So in order to pursue happiness, you need to be open to happiness. Be mindful, be aware of what is happening in the very present moment, which is what I'm saying. You got to be open to it. You can't sing the woe is me song and then pursue happiness at the same time. It's a choice. Either you want to be miserable or you want to be happy. So you have to be open. You have to be aware. You have to make a conscious choice that this is what I want. This is what I'm going to pursue. This is what I'm going to do because this is important to me. This is a part of me acing my life. And then make relationships a priority. We were not created to be by ourselves. When God created Adam, he noticed all the animals had partners, had relationships with another animal. And God even said, you know what? It is not good for man to be alone. So therefore, I'm going to make him a partner. I'm going to make him a helpmeet. I'm going to make him somebody that he can interact with, someone that he can, have conversation and relationship with. We were not created to be by ourselves. Relationships are important. So therefore, when you find a good friend or when you find good people that feed into you, then you should do all in your power to feed into those relationships because good friends are hard to find. But the more you get out, the more you put yourself out there, then the more opportunities you have to meet people. And the more people you meet, the more valuable relationships that you create. But when someone is pouring into you, when you genuinely can see the concern and love of another person, then you should do the same. Those are the relationships that you really want to feed into because they are feeding you. So you want to reciprocate what you're getting. And so it is very critical that you take the time, get out, create relationships. Relationship is important. We're not islands. We're not created to be an island. We are human. We connect. We need that connection. We need to be sociable. We need those things in our life. So relationships are important. Another big thing when you're pursuing happiness is you have to get out of your head. A lot of us are stuck in our head. We're stuck in our mind. We're stuck in our story. We're stuck. And so therefore, get out of your head and get into your life. Get involved in the things that cause you to be engaged in life. What is that thing that caused you to just get caught up and lost in time? Time just passes you by, whether it's listening to music, whether it's, working out, whether it's, going for a run, whether it's reading, whatever it is that causes you to engage in life. That's a part of your pursuit of happiness because those things create enjoyment for you. Those things create satisfaction. So you have to get out of your head and get out there, get into your life, get into your life, do what is important for you. Pursue that thing that will give you that satisfaction, that contentment, that joy, that happiness, because that's what you want. We all want to be happy, but it takes work. You can't say, well, I want to meet people, and you never leave the house. You can't say, well, I want a relationship, and you never leave the house. Okay, you say, well, we have internet dating now, but even with internet dating, eventually you have to leave the house and meet the person. So get out there, get out of your head, get into your life, get into your life. Find that thing that you enjoy doing to the point that you just get lost in time. For me, I love reading. I love studying. I love preparing. I love doing what I'm doing right now. I love scoping. I love sharing, my knowledge and the stuff that I find and the stuff that I research and read about. I enjoy that. I mean, I can get on YouTube and do research and hours go by because that's what I love to do. Because I feel like that's my purpose. Whatever I learn, I'm here to share. I'm here to wake up as many people as I can. I'm here to help you ace your life. I'm here to help you to accept, commit, and embrace your life, to pursue the happiness that you want, to go after your dreams, to get out of your mind. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you get unstuck, get out of your head, and get into your life. And then get clear about how your life aligns with your values and your belief. I often talk about alignment. I often talk about, make sure things line up. It's like a car that needs an alignment. If you let the wheel go, the car will either go to the right or to the left. It all depends because it's not balanced. So you want to make sure that your life lines up with your values and your beliefs. And sometimes we have to challenge and question our beliefs because they're not lining up with us. There's a conflict within us because, things that we heard when we were children, we no longer believe that anymore because life has taught us something different. We go through our experiences, we go through our life lessons, and all of these lessons are about waking us up, saying, hey, wake up. You might want to rethink that because now, based on your experience, is that really true? Sometimes we have to question what we were told, what the teacher told us, what our parents told us, what the preachers told us, because your experience is to wake you up. Your experience is to say, hello, you may want to reconsider that belief. So you want to make sure that you are clear about how your life aligns with what you believe and what you value. You want to make sure that your gifts. So when you love and enjoy what you do, it engages you. It creates satisfaction and it creates happiness. I'm at one of my happiest moments when I'm scoping, when I'm interacting, when someone tells me, you know what, Kiba, you are a godsend, or you know what, Kiba, that really helped me, or you know what, Kiba, I look at you and you just seem so free, and that gives me joy. That brings me happiness because I see what I'm doing and it's touching and it's reaching someone's life, even if it's just one person. Then what I'm doing is not in vain. For me, it's not about the numbers. It's about if I can just touch one person, if I can help one person, if I can awaken one person, it's worth it. It's worth the research. It's worth the life experience. It's worth my heartaches, my pains that I went through to bring me to this point to say, you know what? I made it through. I've been broken. I've been disappointed. I've been let down. And I'm hoping my phone don't die. Where is my cord? This is good. Why is this happening? I'm going to plug up my phone because my little battery light is on. But so you still waiting for that glow, girl? You got the glow. You just got to own it. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm trying to plug my phone in before it dies. Okay, here we go. All right. So, and I'm just going to have to hold it. But anywho, so it's all about that pursuit of happiness. And so, like I said, if I can just help somebody, then it's worth my effort. I mean, that's what it's all about for me. That brings me happiness. That brings me joy. And so then you want to make a difference in the lives of others around you. Like I said, it's not so much about me. It's about other people. Because I find that, when people are down and out, research says that, when you're down and out, then you go help someone else. And helping someone else brings you joy. It brings you happiness because there's always someone in a more difficult situation than you are. You know, you might have lost your job. Someone else may have lost a child. Someone else may have lost a house. Someone else may have lost, a parent. So there's always a situation that is a little bit worse off than yours. And so therefore, it is important that in your pursuit of happiness, you make someone else happy. Because again, what you put out is what you're going to get back. And so it is important that you leave a legacy, that you use your strengths for something greater than yourself, such as your family, your community, a higher spiritual power than yourself. I mean, a lot of, sometimes we get so caught up and it's all about us. But in reality, no, it's not all about us. It's about you. It's about the neighbor. It's about the stranger on the street that you don't know. Here in D.C., we have a lot of homeless people. And, at one point, I made it a purpose to have a certain amount of cash. So when I would see a homeless person on the corner at the red light, I was able to roll down my window and give something. And I found it interesting that by doing that, and this is just me and what I believe, but because I think I showed kindness to the homeless, I went away about 2 years ago for Christmas, and I was gone for almost 3 weeks, and my apartment was broken into. And I tell you what, nothing was taken. The only thing the person did, they broke the window to get in. It was in December. They didn't take anything. All they did, they went in the kitchen. They cooked some food. They went, sat at the table, left the table, went and took a nap in my bed and left, walked out the door. Didn't take the TV, didn't take the credit card, didn't take the designer purses, didn't take the jewelry, didn't take anything. And the first thing that came to my mind was, because you showed kindness to someone else, this is your payback. This is what you get in return. And that's just my personal belief. Now, somebody else might say or believe something else, but for me, I believe I sowed kindness, so kindness was shown to me. I mean, the person could have walked out with everything. I could have come back to an empty apartment, but everything was left. The only thing they did was they fixed the meal. They tore up the kitchen in the process, but they fixed the meal and they took a nap in the bed and they left and locked the door. They broke the window and locked the door on their way out. Go figure. But anywho, it goes back to, you know what? Give to other people. Leave something for somebody else. It's not all about you. You can't have it all. But in the process of helping people, there's nothing that makes me feel as good and happy as being able to help somebody who is in need, someone that has less than what I have, and to be able to give to that person out of the kindness of my heart. What is it going to cost me to give a couple of dollars to someone homeless on the street? What they do with the money, that is none of my business. He could have gone and bought a bottle of wine. He could have gone and, done whatever. That's not my business. My job was to show kindness. And because you show kindness, then when you need kindness, kindness will come back to you. So research shows that being connected to others is one of the greatest sources of personal happiness. Because again, we were not created to be by ourselves. God made it clear. It's not good for Adam to be by himself. Let me make him a helpmeet. We need community. We need friends. We need people. No one wants to be alone. No one likes to be alone because we were just not created that way. We're not built that way. And so you have to make the effort to get out. You got to create the relationships. You got to feed into those relationships that feed you. At the end of the day, you can create your happiness. You have to set your goals. You have to see what's important and you have to go after it. No matter what life throws at you, what is important to you and what do you value? And based on the things that you value, that's what you go after. You go after what's important to you. Accept the things you cannot change. Accept it. It is what it is. You cannot change it. But the thing that you can change, the goals that you can set, the things that you can go after, that's what you go after. And when you do that, I guarantee you, you can embrace life. You can love life. You can take on any challenge, any experience, and you can have a positive attitude about it. And so therefore, you have to challenge yourself. Creating happiness is not easy because sometimes, like I said, we're stuck in a story. And so we have to get out of that mindset. I used to be the type of person trying to make everybody happy but me. Even my counselor would tell me, you know what, Kiva, you have to stop being this accommodation or this accommodator to everybody but yourself. And I was like, I know, I'm the accommodator. But at the end of the day, I have learned that it's not so much about me making someone else happy. Because if I'm not happy, life is not good for me. So I had to do the work. I had to sit back. I had to go through the jacked up relationships, the disappointments over and over. And I had to get a life. Literally, I had to get a life. I had to get out. I had to get engaged. I had to get involved with life. I had to start doing things, whether it was with someone or by myself. I had to get out more. I had to meet people. I had to create relationships. I had to get involved. And now, because of that, I have great friendships. I have people who are like sisters to me. I mean, who are like brothers to me, because I did the work. I got out there. I met people. I engaged with quality people. I put out quality. Quality comes back to me. But you have to do the work. It's not easy. Sometimes it's a serious challenge for some people because, some of us are introverts. Some of us a little bit more shy than others. But at the end of the day, life is about you pursuing what you want. And if you want to be happy, then you're going to have to do the work to be happy. And sometimes it starts with the internal before you can reach out to the external. So therefore, the reward is well worth the work. I'll say that again. The reward, which is creating happiness, is well worth the work. So at the end of the day, you can ace your life. And what is ACE? You can accept, you can commit, and you can embrace your life. And you can start with being happy on purpose. Got that? You can ace your life and you can start with being happy on purpose. I'm happy on purpose. I choose to be this way. I like being this way. I enjoy being this way. And I think people like me better this way. Yeah. I draw more people into my circle because I'm happy. Because people like happy people. People like positive energy. So I encourage you, do the work. It may be a challenge, but hey, get out there, engage in life. Find that thing that makes you content, that thing that makes you, gives you joy, satisfaction, and just genuine happiness. That's what you go after. If you can't change the situation, accept it. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, be happy on purpose. That's all I have for us tonight. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for you guys chiming in with me. Again, if you find value in my scope, please share it. Please put my name out there. As you all know, I am Coach Kiba. I'm working on my webpage, guys. I'm so excited. I'm working on my webpage. I plan to have it done by this weekend. I'm working on increasing my speaking platform, all that good stuff. I got a business coach. I'm doing the work. I'm telling you. I'm dreaming big. I'm believing God. I'm doing the work. And I just believe, I already got my first speaking conference coming up in October. I'm so excited. So, and I know there's more to come. So, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the hearts. You guys are amazing. So if you would put my name out there, like I said, I'll have more information on my webpage, but the plan is to have it done by this weekend. So, I appreciate you guys so much. You just don't know. So, be encouraged and be happy on purpose. Good night. Grateful for you too, Gwen. Have a good night, girl. And tell little David, my greatest fan, I said, hey. Amen. Have a good night, guys.